Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Tuesday, July 14th. Our prep for today, we're going to start with a Cossack squat. So if you need to grab onto a post or a beam or a door frame, you can do so. The idea here, get into a nice wide stance and sink over to one side into a deep squat on that side while you allow your other leg to stay straight and the toe points up to the sky, targeting our adductors or our groin area and our hamstrings, while this foot here remains flat on the ground. If you can't achieve that without grabbing onto something, by all means, grab onto something for balance. Just make sure you don't come up onto your toe, okay? And this toe remains relatively forward pointing. Then you're gonna shift over to the other side, and along with it, your other toe comes off the ground, heel down, leg stays straight, and shift side to side. Right. So you're going to do 5 reps on each side of the Cossack squat. Then you're going to get down on the ground on your stomach and perform a prone position T. Make the letter T with your arms. So chin down on the ground, chest down, arms straight out to the side. Rotate those shoulders so your thumbs point towards the ceiling. And then bring those arms up, pinch your shoulder blades together. Try to keep your upper traps out of it. So you want to target in between your shoulder blades and your lower traps. Come back down, reset, repeat. Pinch, back down. Right. So you're going to do 10 reps of those prone position T's. Finally, we're going to do a glute bridge with a leg abduction. Okay. So you're going to set yourself up on the ground on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Brace your core before you bridge up. From here, I want you to bring one knee up. The knee remains bent, and you're just opening and closing that hip. All right, so we're active through the one leg that's planted, and then going through an active range of motion with our free leg to open the hip and close the hip. So while you're bridged up, you're going to do 8 reps of the hip opener on one leg, and then change your planted leg and perform 8 reps of the hip opener on the other leg. We'll go through those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength for today, we're gonna start with a basket row. So if you got a grocery basket or a milk crate like this at home, fill it up with some weights, canned goods, books, your dumbbells, weight plates, whatever you've got around to make it challenging. Okay. I've prescribed 12 reps, but you can go up or down depending on how much weight you've got in there. I want you to stand as on top of that object as you can, that basket, and when you're reaching down to grab it, hinge through the hips. So hips fall back, chest comes down, spine stays straight, and then you're going to row it up to your stomach, pull your elbows up to the sky, pinch your shoulder blades together, control it back down as low as you can, and then repeat. Okay, so at the end here, your elbows are straight, full range of motion. You want to avoid trying to get too far away from the weight, as that's going to put more strain on your lower back. So 12 or so reps of the basket row. Following that, you're going to grab your dumbbell, get into a wide stance. If the dumbbell's in my right hand, I'm going to point my left toe away from me and punch the weight up to the sky. My free hand is along the inside of my opposite thigh, and I'm going to push my hips back and hinge and slide down the inseam while pressing that dumbbell up to the ceiling. Try to keep the knees straight the whole time. Reach down, try to touch your fingertips to the ground, and come on back up, all the way upright. If you can't get to the ground without bending your knee, what you're going to do, go as far as you can with straight knees, and then when you're forced to, bend that knee down until you can reach the ground with your fingertips, and then come back in the opposite, straighten the knee, all the way back upright. All right, so you're going to perform 5 windmills on one side, and then switch sides, switch your orientation, and perform 5 windmills on the other side. All right. Finally, we're going to do a towel squeeze march. Now I've got a yoga block here at home. If you don't have this, what you can do is roll up a towel, and you're going to put it between your knees and squeeze, right? Just like this. You're going to squeeze it inwards, brace up the core, bridge up, and then from here you're going to straighten one leg at a time, all the while applying as much force as you can inwards on the towel, and trying not to rotate through the hips or your upper body. Nice and solid and stiff through your entire midsection. Okay, so you're going to march for 16 total reps or 8 per side. We'll go through those 3 movements for 4 sets, and that's your strength for today. All right, our Metcon for today, we've got some sprints with rests built into the workout. So we're gonna do 7 rounds with 1 minute rest in between or after each round of 18 dumbbell swings and 15 dumbbell jacks. So your dumbbell swings, grab onto the head of the dumbbell, feet are shoulder width with a good upright posture. Dumbbell feeds in here between your thighs, not too low, okay? Don't bend your knees down too much. Between the thighs, and then fling that weight up, driving through the hips, getting up tall, and using the tension from the posterior chain, your back, your glutes, and your hamstring to get that dumbbell up to eye level. What you want to avoid is trying to lean back too much when you're firing that weight up. You end up just standing straight up and down tall. All right, so notice the snap in my hips to achieve that. So 18 there, and then you're gonna grab the dumbbell, hold it, one hand on each head of the dumbbell, feet are underneath you, parallel to one another hip width, bend the knees, jump out, press the weight up overhead, come back down and repeat for 15 reps. All right, so it's a quick sprint, 18 dumbbell swings, 15 dumbbell jacks, then you get a minute of rest. So take a look at the clock. When you finish the round, add a minute, and that's when you're gonna start your next round. So 7 rounds of those 2 movements, and that's your Metcon for today.